try to tell niggas, man. Batterbiev is not Canelo. When you look at the Canelo fight, Canelo, he came forward and he tried to, land. He threw a lot of power shots. He's a boxer, puncher, and he throws power shots. And Batterbiev works behind the jab. Canelo can jab, but Batterbiev, I think, has a better jab. He works behind the jab, and he lets his hands go. Like Canelo he's gonna throw, like, I don't want to say slow shots, but he's gonna throw one or two at a time. He's not gonna throw too many, 6-7 punch combinations or just let his hands go. Like Batterbiev lets his hands go, and he also fights off angles. He's a tactical knockout artist. He doesn't just come in there reckless. I kept telling dudes that he can box too. The guy can box, man, and clearly, people feel Bivol got robbed, and I said that when I heard the scorecards. Even though I went for Batterbiev for the simple fact that I know he can box and he's not reckless when he gets in that ring. But I also felt like, Bivol had to land something to keep Batterbiev off him and back Batterbiev up. And he tried, but every time he let his hands go, Batterbiev would clip him. And, it was like a back and forth thing. So he would get comfortable and start letting his hands go, and then Batterbiev would clip him. Batterbiev, on the other hand, couldn't really cut the ring off as much as he wanted to with Bivol. So what he did in an adjustment was start throwing that right hand to the body, and he was landing it, and it was starting to slow Bivol down in them later rounds, where when he was landing those little barrages, then Bivol wasn't able to just move out the way as much as he did in the first few rounds. And I felt like those little moments that Batterbiev kept having, where he was hitting Bivol, and he was throwing a lot of punches and Bivol wasn't answering, and he would just cover up in the high guard. That's probably what cooked him and cost him a few of those rounds. Remember, a lot of those rounds were close, and towards the end of the round, Batterbiev would throw a little flurry, or Bivol might throw a little flurry. Like, that was a close fight. I sent my man his bread because I thought Bivol won when the final bell rang. I'm like, damn, it went the distance. I thought he needed a knockout to win. I thought he needed to win at least the championship rounds for at least a draw. But I felt like, damn, I don't think this fight will be a draw. It's too big of a fight for Undisputed. I felt like somebody was gonna win, and I felt like maybe Bivol did enough. But then again, when you don't come out in them championship rounds and at least win one of those rounds, the 12th round was a little bit questionable, but Batterbiev, may have edged that out too. But those 8-4, I didn't see that fight going 8-4 for either fighter. 7-5, for either fighter. I could see more on the Bivol side than Batterbiev. But that was one of the reasons I had him winning the fight, was because he can box, and he was tactical with his knockouts, especially his last 2 or 3 performances. That he was getting guys out of there tactically, not getting hit, being responsible on defense, working behind his jab, breaking his opponent down, and and getting him out of there. Bivol, credit to Bivol, he has a great chin, and his defense is definitely official. Hopefully we see the rematch. But if I'm Batterbiev, I ain't gonna hold you, I just retire, man. Maybe do the rematch and retire. Don't fight them young kids, man. You almost 40, man. Like, there's nothing else to prove. You're undisputed. I will retire. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't him, so I ain't the one getting in the ring. I ain't the one getting them checks. So I can't speak for him. But that was, definitely a good fight, man. Respect to both fighters. I love both fighters, man. But somebody had to win. My man sent me back my money, and I ended up winning that little wager. So people feel like, I saw somebody post Canelo Batterbiev. You don't see they trying to squeeze Canelo out without saying it. You got them moving up. Dudes are moving up in weight, and then they're fighting each other. And they've just made the lightweight division the better division than the super welterweight. Super middleweight, because the two best fighters in that division have moved up, and you left Canelo there since you want to cherry pick. Well, here you go. Have all the cherries you want. Pause. That's what I feel like they're doing, and they're not even mentioning Canelo. I would like to see, like I said, if I'm Batterbiev, I would either do the rematch. That would probably be the only fight he should do, and then just retire. Whatever happens there, you already accomplished everything in boxing. To me, I would just retire. You know what I mean? But they're probably gonna do the rematch. But as far as Canelo, like I said, Canelo, when he fought Bivol, he didn't really go to his body too tough. He didn't barrage punch him like Batterbiev did. He didn't fight off no angles. He just came forward and tried to, bully his way to a victory. And that was the wrong cherry that night. Pause. But, I still think Bivol beats Canelo again. I don't want to see Batterbiev Canelo. I don't want to see that fight, man. I don't because what I'm saying, like, I don't want to see Batterbiev versus David Benavidez or David Morrell. Those are good fights. I just, at 40 years old, how much you got left to be out there with these young boys? Like I said, man, Canelo, there's nobody in his division right now. So let's see what he does next. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably gonna go after one of these guys, hopefully. They do the rematch though. But yeah, that was a great, for people that enjoy boxing and like tactical stuff and strategies and back and forth. That was a good fight to watch. It's just disappointing that people, some people feel the wrong guy won, but this is boxing. That's why you gotta go out there and try to win decisive. And I'm not saying Bivol didn't do that, but you can't lose those championship rounds, not in the championship fight. But with that being said, I'm out, man. Manyface Publishing. I'll holler at you later. Have a good night. God bless. Have a good night. Get the fuck out of here.